If you've applied for your K1 visa or are just about to and are wondering how long it'll take for your case to be approved by USCIS, we are finally able to reveal your wait time. We came across the website Track My Visa Now while waiting for our very own I-129F petition to be approved. And it was a total lifesaver as it gave us so much hope when it predicted when we would hear back from USCIS and receive our NOAA 2. I decided to reach out to Track My Visa Now and ask if they would be happy to share estimates for all current applications. And I'm so excited to say that I have an estimate for everyone currently waiting to hear back from USCIS. Just as a note, I'm not associated with the website. I just thought it would be a useful gesture to share this information, especially if you're anything like me and just want to begin a life with your partner. The official USCIS website currently states that 80% of cases will hear back by 14 months. However, we learned that this data is based on historical data and not the most up-to-date information. Track My Visa Now updates their site multiple times a day with USCIS data and provides a chart for free of all the I-129F applications received by USCIS. In green, you can see all the cases USCIS has already approved and those still awaiting processing in blue. We found the chart towards the bottom of the page the most useful as we could see which months were currently being processed. And the handy tab labeled Last Day allowed us to check the website daily and see what cases USCIS worked on the day before. So from this chart, you can clearly see that USCIS are currently focused on cases that were sent to them in September and October of 2023, with October now being their main focus. So let me share when you're likely to hear back if you're currently waiting for your case to be approved. It is worth noting that everything is just an estimate and can change based on how and what USCIS decides to process. If you filed in October of 2023, the majority of cases will hear back between March 14th to May 1st of this year. This is a rough estimate for those of you who applied in October of 2023. With the Pro version of Track My Visa Now, you're actually able to see very specific details of when you're likely to hear back from USCIS, such as the time frame and date format listed at the top of the website, along with a graph showing the likelihood of hearing back on a certain week within that time frame listed. They do update their website multiple times a day, so this estimate will also amend accordingly to give you the most accurate information. Track My Visa does offer a 3-day free trial of their Pro version if you'd like to take a look at your case in depth, which is how we initially were able to glance at the progress of our application. Additionally, as you scroll down on the site, you'll see your position in queue. This is just an example case, but you can see that we've reached the front of the line here, which indicates we are so close to hearing back. On the right over here, we're able to see our progress in percentage form and that we have a 50% chance of hearing back within the next 2 weeks. This is the graph we found the most useful. So this graph shows recent activity from USCIS processing cases for the applications submitted on your date, as well as those who applied the days before you and after you. So the more activity there is, means USCIS is processing cases near to yours. As an example, cases received by USCIS on October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th were recently being processed. If you filed your application in November of 2023, the majority of cases will hear back between March 27th to May 13th. Those who sent their applications in December of 2023 will likely hear back between April 9th to May 24th. Again, these are just estimates as of today based on Track My Visa Now's prediction software, and these dates were kindly provided to us by them. However, they could change anytime depending on how slow or fast USCIS decide to process cases. If you sent your application to USCIS in January of 2024 of this year, the majority are likely to hear back between April 19th to June 10th. If you filed your case in February, you could hear back between May 3rd and June 24th. And finally, If you sent an application very recently in March, then you're likely to hear back between May 16th to July 20th. USCIS is definitely speeding up the processing time, which is great news for everyone waiting and for everyone currently applying. Everyone's case is unique, and Track My Visa now is only able to give a rough estimate as to when you'll hear back from USCIS. But we found it such a useful tool as we waited for our case to be approved, and we hope it helps you on your journey too. If you'd like to share your timeline, feel free to drop it in the comments below, as I'm sure it will help others and give those currently waiting some hope. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below.